from Soldier Field in Chicago. This is the National Football League. We'll see Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. You see Nick Foles coming out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, as he will be the one to lead this Bears offense.
The word contribution gets thrown out all the time around the league, and the Chicago Bears decided that their young quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, he needed some competition himself. They thought he would have entrenched himself as a starter by now, but because he hasn't, they brought in Nick Foles to give him that competition. Foles has a relationship with members of the coaching staff, won a Super Bowl as a starter with Philadelphia. They know what he's capable of. This competition is going to be fun.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
I don't know what the heck. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. First carry now for David Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 29-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Foles. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Foles. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Yard attempt.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston is your quarterback last year, threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jadon Pickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Brady gives this one off to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 71 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chicago Bears, one of 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks, and they're maybe the most surprising, getting their 3rd win. This one in come-from-behind fashion over the very hard-luck Atlanta Falcons. 30-26 was the final, but the big story, the change at quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky gets benched in the 3rd quarter when they're down 26-10. Nick Foles leads them back to victory. So now, Charles, the question everybody's wondering, where do you go from here? I would think Nick Foles is your guy in the foreseeable future, right?
Yeah, and I know that Matt Nagy, the head coach of the Bears, said he and his staff would huddle early in the week and make a decision, but to me the decision was made when Foles threw the 3 touchdown passes and brought him back to win. I don't know that you keep juggling quarterbacks here, and what the surprise was for me was in the season opener, Mitchell Trubisky got hot in the 4th quarter and brought him back from a big deficit. He didn't get a chance to do that in this game, but I do think it's Nick Foles' team going forward. Unfortunately, they lost running back Tariq Cohen to a knee injury. He's out for the year. But they do have 2 home games coming up. A really good one against Indianapolis and an even better one against Tampa Bay and Tom Brady.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Patterson on the draw play. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Graham slotted out to the left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 26.
Bucs offense coming back out here to set up shop. This is a Tampa Bay team at 2-1. 2 straight wins following the opening day loss at New Orleans. They get the home wins over Carolina and then go on the road to Denver and come away with a comfortable 28-10 victory there. And Tom Brady, Charles, playing for the first time with both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin in the lineup. He threw touchdown passes to both of them. In fact, found Evans twice from a yard out, part of a 297-yard, 3-touchdown performance.
Yeah, they're really starting to get it together because you mentioned he didn't have his top weapons on the field at the same time until this game. And Rob Gronkowski emerged and caught a number of passes in this game, and people were wondering whether he still had it. So this offense is starting to get it together, but their defense is so tough right now. They get after the quarterback, they take the ball away. They really got a chance to elevate in the NFC South. And how about this? Peyton Manning was on the sidelines before the game, and Peyton did something Tom Brady's trying to do, and that's win a Super Bowl with a second franchise. They're home against the Los Angeles Chargers, and then they go on the road at Chicago. It could be Tom Brady against Nick Foles, a rematch of their Super Bowl game.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Brady, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw David Montgomery with the strong first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards, a first down. The completion there by Brady with his new team, Tampa Bay. And who does he face on the other sideline in this one? Also on a different team. None other than his old Super Bowl nemesis, Nick Foles, now with Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Brady's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
At the 36-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
On the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First down, Tampa, as Brady hooks up with Howard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Succop for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. He'll find Miller, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
They'll try the end around with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And the blitz does come. And Ginn's got it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 20-14, 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. throw is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 41 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Extra point try now for Sacco. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by a point, 35 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, they'd be up in the 300s right now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.